Today, the price of Bitcoin is down 2.3%. Bit of a red day across the board. By the way, this is the new Kraken homepage dashboard. They've made some really cool updates. Definitely check it out. And now looking at the price of Bitcoin since our March peak to where we are now, since August, we have made a series of higher lows. Bitcoin right now is in a position to make a higher low and turn previous resistance into new support. Despite the red day, Bitcoin is still well positioned. Bitcoin is about 6.5% from hitting a breakout level of the resistance. And Bitcoin is also 13% away from the all-time high, 13% away from the all-time high, and currently 325% off the bear market lows. It's safe to say Bitcoin is doing fairly well right now, despite the red day today. Now, why is Bitcoin falling? Well, if you look at the S&P 500, you can see today is also a red day for the stock market. If I zoom out and I draw a trend line from the lows in August, this is also where Bitcoin found its low in August. The S&P is currently testing the uptrend line. And this uptrend line bounce right here that we're seeing, this wick down, the bounce that we saw about 30 minutes ago, if you draw a resistance from the previous all-time high, is attempting to hold. Previous resistance as new support, good structure, positive, constructive, bullish structure as long as we hold the trend line and the previous resistance. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin's weekly chart. And yes, I am still remaining bullish. I mean, today's price action is really nothing at all in comparison to the long term. The bulls have had control of this market since the beginning of 2023. Yes, we've had some profit taking areas. We've been really slow recently, been a bit neutral, but in the long term, the bulls are clearly in control of Bitcoin. As long as the S&P 500 and the stock market remain somewhat stable and continue in the longer term, continue this uptrend, well, then I think Bitcoin's going to reach the all-time high before the end of the year, maybe within a month. Usually around November or during the election is when Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. And another reason why I'm pretty confident in Bitcoin at these levels, on the monthly, the story is very clear. You can pull up a horizontal line and place it on the monthly candle body close zone over here from 2021. That 59,000 level is the exact area of our lowest monthly candle body close in our current zone, the exact same level. 59,000, really just below the psychological 60K level, is a strong buy. How do I know that? Well, that is displayed by the wicks at the bottom, below the candle body close zone. All those wicks, every month that we were below 59,000, it was a very clean push right back up above 60,000 or right near 60,000. These wicks signal major demand below 60K. And this month, October, we started off red with a dip. People were saying that October was canceled, but look at the chart now. Where did we bounce this month in October? Right on that historic candle body close zone. The areas where we close and get bought up, the price wasn't able to get below 59,000 because it's pretty clear any price below that is just going to get bought up. The demand is high down here. So we bounced right off the candle body close zone. Now we're up on the month. October is currently green. Since the beginning of the month, Bitcoin is up 4.2%. And also on the monthly, you'll see we've had each month close has been lower than the last month close. This will be the first month, if October stays up where it is now or higher, this will be the first time that we're getting higher high monthly closes. And that does signal a change in the trend, that this sideways boring market that we've had this year may be coming to an end in a good way, in a bullish way. So I'm looking for continuation up, regardless of this sort of slow price action that we're seeing right now. And if you go to the weekly chart, draw a resistance line, get your touch points, a touch point at 74K, a touch point at 72K, and right here just above 69,000. And the previous high right here from 69,985, we have not broken above that previous high from the end of July. So in order to call this a breakout, this has been a big topic of discussion because some people have been drawing their trend lines like this, like inside of the wicks, and they're claiming that we've gotten a breakout already. I mean, if you look at the line chart, sure. You look at the line chart, yeah, we've gotten a breakout. But if you look at the candle body charts, well, we have not broken out yet, and we haven't gotten a higher high on the chart. It's safer to be skeptical in markets a lot of times, and I'm just going to remain a little bit skeptical of this breakout idea. I would say we probably have not broken out yet. We probably will, but we haven't done it yet. We need to get above 70,000. If you think about it, what is a breakout? It's a break above significant price levels, I mean, if that's the case, well, you need to get above your last high. And once that does happen, you'll probably see a reaction up with higher volume. Then you can say we've broken out. You can see there hasn't been a significant increase in volume. The breakout has not been interpreted by the market, right? The people that think it's a breakout, well, I don't think the market does. That's what I'm saying. I do think it will happen though, but it hasn't happened yet. And once that breakout does take place from high to low of this zone, you can see that 94,784 is the 1618 fib target. That is our first major target for an all-time high breakout level. And the reason why this target is so intriguing to me is that if you measure the descending broadening wedge breakout target, extrapolating the height of the pattern from the highest high to the lowest low, and you place it on the potential breakout zone, the price objective lines up almost perfectly with that fib target, right? If that higher high right there, that red line, if we break it, I mean, it's pretty much right along the 1618 target. So the descending broadening wedge target around 94,000 lines up with the 1618 from high to low. So there are coinciding variables now. Have we broken out yet? ? The answer is no. But the breakout target is pretty exciting, sitting somewhere around 94,000 according to two separate methods of obtaining a target for this pattern and this range. Now, of course, we do need the stock market to cooperate. We need to continue the uptrend, which right now we are on the uptrend line for the S&P 500. We are bouncing here and we are holding the previous all-time high. That right there is from September. That is currently where we bounced as new support. Once again, classic TA would suggest that is bullish candle structure. And if you go to the hourly chart, you can see a green hourly. We have about 30 minutes left as I'm recording this in the trading day. But it would be nice to see today end with a green candle. Who knows by the time I post this video, but it looks like we probably will bounce here going into the elections. We're almost always bullish going into US presidential elections. The stock market is always going up into that season, and the likelihood that it will do that again is very high. The hit rate for US elections being bullish is a really high hit rate. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but if you go to the weekly chart, and you pull up the US presidential elections names and dates indicator, you can see that every time we break the all-time high, it's after a US or during a US election and inauguration season every time. And here we are, 12% away from the all-time high. Elections coming up very soon. Probably going to hit a new all-time high. And this is the first major target that you can be looking for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy this video, the best thing you can do is hit the like button and subscribe. That is the best way to support this channel overall. Leave your comments below. And if you guys want to talk to me every morning, Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, 1 hour after the stock market opens here in the US, you can join the Patreon. We do have an annual discount currently available. There are limited slots here, guys. Definitely take advantage of that. And I'll see you all in the next one.